Well, hello there. My name is John, and I have a lot of Lego. I'm also addicted to army building Lego minifigures, and I desperately need a haircut. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. To get things started here for our unboxing series, episode 9, I thought it would be pretty cool if I could ask you guys to do something for me so I can get to know you guys better here in the community. Drop it down in the comment section below. Give me 2 Lego facts about you, something that you enjoy collecting more than others, maybe a certain theme, maybe a certain type of Lego sets, and give me 1 fun fact about yourself. I think it could be a really interesting way for myself as well as my amazing wife Joanna to read through these comments and get to know you guys better. But what's going on? If this is your first time here to the unboxing series, we have our entire Lego collection sitting in these brown boxes that we desperately need to bust open as we've officially renovated our Lego studio and we're in the process of building it up. It's coming along quite nicely, but we still have a lot of work to do. So let's jump into the first number here. We got some good responses, some really great selections for today's video. So the first number is coming from Lego Brick Haven. They said, you're pulling some great sets. What are your plans for your minifigures, standalone displays? Keep them with the individual sets or put them all in your city. Let's see what's in box 32 or 64 if they haven't been opened. So I wanted to kick off the video with this comment because there was a lot of great questions in there. We are going to open box 32, which happens to be at that bottom of the stack there. But as far as our minifigures go, it's going to heavily depend on the type of minifigures that we're talking about. A lot of stuff is going to be going in our city. As far as the Star Wars minifigures, it's going to depend on which sets they come from. I want to make some cool displays with, you know, some of the clone troopers and stormtroopers and other various types of troopers. So I might be having little pockets of battalions and stuff, and they may not necessarily stay with their sets. As far as the other themes go, anything is game, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be doing a lot of creative stuff here in the studio. We're also big CMF collectors. We're gonna have a really cool CMF display somewhere here in the studio as time goes on, but let's jump into box 32. All right, here we go with box 32, and this one appears to be pretty big, so I'm guessing there's a lot of goodies in here. So let's carefully slice this open. I actually ran out of room for the most part on our black shelves over there. So I think at some point, maybe even during this video, we may need to build another black and yellow shelving unit to house all these sets. This one is jam-packed. There's a lot of stuff in here. So here we go. I see a couple Technic, a couple icons, and we've got some Star Wars. Look at this. From the Bad Batch, we've got Cad Bane's Justifier, and this set got a little bit of a bad rap when it first came out. Everybody said it was, you know, overpriced and very expensive, but Star Wars, when it comes to Lego, is generally overpriced. But I was excited for this just because it was something different. You know, you did get Cad Bane, Toto 360, Omega Hunter, and Fennec Shan. So very strong minifig lineup in my opinion, and very much excited to finally get that built up. I've got the Bad Batch shuttle. I don't think we've opened that one up yet. I can't remember, but I do have the Bad Batch sets. I love the Bad Batch show. I think it was phenomenal. I think it just ended too soon. I feel like there was more story to tell with the Clone Rebellion and everything, but I'm guessing maybe there's another animated clone focused Star Wars show, hopefully coming out in the future. But all right, next up, we have the beautiful T2 camper van right here in the nice aqua blue color. Joanna has the original camper vans, so she was excited, had to get this one for the collection. I think I actually bought this one for her for Christmas a few years ago. So yeah, this one's really nice, really sweet. Love that color. That color scheme, it's where it's at. I like the little folding chairs that it comes with as well. Next up, we got another beautiful Technic set. Check out this bad boy, the heavy duty tow truck. Man, ever since this thing came out, I was so hyped to get it. Then I was finally able to save up for it, and I'm still just as hyped to finally get this thing built up. Love the color scheme, love the flames. Oh man, this is just so cool. Obviously, it's going to have some ridiculously awesome power functions and everything. I love the stabilizers and everything. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We have so much Technic to build, and I know not everybody's into Technic, but it's a personal favorite theme of mine. All right, now we've got some smaller sets in here. We have a lot of Star Wars microfighters from what it looks like. So the first microfighter we have is the First Order Snowspeeder. Nice one right there. Then we have Krennic's Imperial Shuttle Microfighter, and interestingly enough, you don't get Director Krennic. You get his pilot, which technically does make sense because the pilot is the one actually flying the aircraft, but I feel like there's still an opportunity there to recreate this microfighter in modern day and give us a cheaper way to get the Krennic minifigure because he's exclusive to his shuttle. He's also going to be coming out, apparently, it's rumored he's going to be dropping in that $1,000 Death Star. So once again, he's not going to be an easy minifigure to get your hands on by any stretch of the imagination. So maybe a microfighter could be the best option for him again. Next up, we have, this one is super crushed, but we've got the Zori Bliss, right? This is Zori Bliss in the Resistance Y-Wing microfighter right there. I think the reason it's crushed is because Joanna actually let me buy this in Portugal when we went to visit her family a couple years back. And I say let because I don't carry Portugal's currency, the euros. I don't have euros, so I had to constantly ask Joanna for money while we were over there because she had euros and she's got family over there and everything, so we were all trading money and such. But the next one, oh, this is so good. We've got the Clone Turbo Tank Microfighter. You know, this might actually be a better turbo tank than the one that's coming out. The one that's coming out, it's rough. It's definitely rough. And then we have, I think this is the last one in the box here, we've got the Wookiee Gunship Microfighter. And I have this actual playscale set somewhere as well. I can't wait to build that. I was hoping one day, I think I have 2 of them. I might have, the second one I know is loose. So it might be missing a few pieces, but I thought it'd be cool to have like 3 of them on a shelf. Just be something a little bit more unique. Then we have a nice Christmas set here with Santa's Workshop. Very nice. Can't go wrong with the holiday themed sets. I think this was a gift with purchase. I could be wrong, but looks like a gift with purchase set. Oh, here we go. We got another city one from the Volcano set, or Volcano line of sets. This one is so cool. The Volcano Exploration Truck. All these vehicles and heavy duty machinery, they were all in that lime green color scheme. So cool. I do want to build a Volcano. I don't know how big. I've never built anything like that, so it's going to be a journey trying to figure out how to build a structure like that, but I know there's a lot of people out there who have done it, so maybe I can take some inspiration, but I want to build a volcano in our city. So, all right, next up, we have a Friends set right here, and actually you can tell a lot of these boxes are really warped. They've been in storage for a while. This is the Canal Houseboat. Oh, this is very nice. I think we picked this one up on a good deal. Emma, our niece, is actually here with us for about a week. So maybe this is something that she would be interested in building up. Right now, she's really only interested, she's 9. She's really only interested in building minifigures and mini dolls. As far as the builds or any sort of building, she doesn't really have the patience for it, which is interesting to see because she's patient with so many other things. Like right now, she's reading these super thick books and she's doing a lot of other stuff that I feel like some kids don't have the patience for. But yesterday I was just sitting with her here in the studio and she didn't really have any interest in building anything except for minifigs. So I just had her build up a whole slew of Marvel and Star Wars minifigs that I had lying around. So she enjoyed that, but I don't think she'll be interested, even though this says 7+, I highly doubt she'll be interested in building any of this except for the mini dolls. And then the last set we have in here is the Penguin Slushy Van. Can't go wrong with the food trucks. And this one is awesome too because you get an almost CMF-like minifigure with the costume. They're the penguin costume guy, which is fantastic. So that was box number 1, or at least the first box for today's unboxing video. The next box that we're going with is coming courtesy of Colin
YNWA. Don't know why this series of unboxing fascinates me so much, but it does, so why fight it? Great stuff. Anyway, can I ask for box 112? No reason, tale, or heartwarming story. It's just that you seem to get a lot of big boxes picked, and I keep spotting this one as it has a white label and it looks like one of the smallest left, so I wanted to redress the balance. Man, I appreciate you so much, Colin. I'm loving that you're enjoying this series, and yeah, let's go grab box 112 for you. So this box is a little interesting. So it does have that white label on it. I think it was just labeled as such because there was already another couple labels on there, so I think we just smacked the white label over it. But this box says John's birthday on the top of it, so it's a small box, as Colin mentioned in their comment, and I'm curious to see what's in here. Oh wow, not what you would expect. So the first thing that we have right here is actually a Friends poly bag. I think this was a promo that we got with some order, and I think I'd made the order just before we moved from wherever we were living at the time, and I literally just threw it in this box. So there we go. I'm finding more of our poly bags. I found a majority of our poly bag collection the other day, so I was very happy for that. We also have the police bicycle training poly bag. I think that was also a gift with purchase if you spent a certain amount of money. So in here we have some of my vintage sets, and one of the things that we were on a kick with for a while was going back and trying to buy vintage Lego, and it's an expensive journey, and I feel like it's kind of a bummer in a way because you're really buying it for the nostalgia and the history of Lego. You're not buying it for the building techniques or the cool pieces, because those didn't exist back in the day. It was a very standard set. So right here we have an Octan truck. I'm actually trying to be complete on Octan sets. That's a personal goal of mine. There's also a little truck and trailer with a helicopter on there. I'll put pictures of the actual sets on the screen. Here we have another super basic set, 6517, guy on a jet ski right there. That's pretty crazy. Right here from 1990, we have this little Octan race car right here. That's something you don't see every day. Here we have another Octan race car set. Let's see, right here we have a space set with some NASA minifigs. I know it's not, you know, it's not as clean as showing off a set new in box. We bought all these used. I think here's the spaceship, because I see the NASA printed tiles in there. So that's the ship for that set. And then I believe this is the launch pad for the spaceship right there. So yeah, this is all vintage Lego, and then I have some extra hockey laces for my skates. So when you're moving, stuff just gets thrown in the box. But that was pretty sweet. We haven't really talked much about vintage Lego here on the channel, and we got to see some of our vintage Lego sets. Joanna's vintage Lego collection is pretty awesome as well. But great choice on that box, Colin. Let's move on to the next pick. We got a lot of great picks for today's video. Next one comes from Rosie Mallory 98. I keep an inventory of all my sets. Do you keep a record of all of yours? Number 98 or 12. So I like how you guys are picking higher numbers. I think from what I see over there, yes, I see we can go with 98. So Rosie, we do keep an inventory of all of our sets. All of our sets are cataloged. We have an account with Brick Economy, which I know some of you guys probably have heard of. If you haven't heard of Brick Economy, it's a fantastic website. We've been using it for years. They track the value of every single Lego set in existence. So you can make an account. You can type in any number to any Lego set. It will pull it up. It will pull up all the information, all the data regarding the set, how many pieces, how many minifigs, when it was released, if it was a special release, if it wasn't like a regular widespread release Lego set. You know, it'll tell you exactly how you were able to obtain it. And it also gives valuable information for retiring sets. So it's a website I feel like we're using almost every single day, but that's how we catalog our collection. But I'd love to hear how you guys catalog your collection, or if you simply don't catalog it, if you just buy everything, or you know, buy what you want to buy and then just throw it up on your shelf, and you're not particularly like, you don't care too much about knowing exactly what you have and what you don't. I like to be super organized. I want to know exactly what we have so I can figure out what we don't have, so I don't spend money on duplicates or triplicates without meaning to. But let me go grab box 98. So unlike box 12, box 98 is a fairly large one, and it sounds like there's multiple sets inside of here. So let's get this thing cut open and see what we have. Oh man, we got a lot of little sets in here. All right, let's do it. We got some Speed Champions. We got some GWPs. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here. All right, let's start it off. Let me start it off by putting it down so I can have more table space. So first up, we have an architecture set. This is the Sydney, Australia city skyline right here. And I think they need to make more smaller, more affordable architecture sets. There's that new architecture castle. Forgive me, I cannot pronounce the name of that castle for the life of me, but Joanna loves architecture and we're going to be grabbing that one to keep her collection complete. But I would really love to see some more affordable architecture sets hit the market again. But next up, we have a Harry Potter set. This is the Expecto Patronum. I don't know much about Harry Potter, but this is pretty cool because you get that translucent, almost looks like a Force Ghost with the, it's not a horse, but somebody can let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, whatever you want to call it. Next up, I've got a lot of Speed Champions. I love Speed Champions. Right here we have the Chevrolet Camaro Drag Race. Now, these are the older Speed Champions. These are both 6 wide, and they still make 2-packs of Speed Champions, obviously, or maybe not so obvious if you don't know, but they do make multi-packs for the Speed Champions. They're now all 8 studs wide instead of 6 studs wide, but you don't necessarily get some of the extra accessories and little builds that some of the older sets come with. I know it's just a basic start and finish line, but I just think it would still be cool if you got stuff like this. And you get a bonus minifig. You not only get the 2 drivers of the 2 main vehicles, but you also get a little bonus guy waving those 2 vehicles through the finish line, so, or from the starting line, however you want to, arrange it. So I think they need to, if they're going to keep bumping up the price of Speed Champions, give us some little builds, give us a little podium for our minifigs to, if one person is the winner, they get a trophy and they can put the trophy with that minifig and put them on the podium, stuff like that. All right, next up, we have another Speed Champion set. I actually have a couple copies of these. The reason I got multiple copies of these, this is the Mercedes AMG F1 W12E Performance and Mercedes AMG Project 1 2-pack. I got multiples of these. You guys will probably laugh at me, but I thought it was, I didn't get it for investment. I just thought it was cool that you got the F1 car, and I was like, you know what? There might be a day where I want to build some custom F1 Speed Champions, because there are some designers that I follow who post regularly on Rebrickable that make some really cool F1 designs. And I was like, all right, I'll grab a couple of these sets on sale so I can build up some more F1 cars. This was long before Lego had announced that 2025 was going to be the year of F1. So now I necessarily don't have that itch anymore. I'm kind of F1'd out. I'm still excited for F1, but I'm not going to be building any customs anytime soon because I'm going to have to go out and get all the current Speed Champions and the F1 Technic cars. I don't have the Red Bull or the Ferrari. I'm missing a few of those. So I have plenty of regular F1 sets to buy before I start parting these out and making customs. So here is a second copy. I'm sure some of you guys are laughing at me. Oh, actually, it gets even worse. There's a third copy in here. And is there a fourth? Yep, there is a fourth copy. Absolutely crazy. I bought 4 of these because I was like, no way Lego's going to come out with a lot of F1 Speed Champions. Man, I am just, kicking myself. All right. Next up, we have, a little gift with purchase set. A little Amperoo action on the Lars family homestead. This was a May the 4th promo from 23, right? Was it 23 or 22? This was from 22. 2022 gift with purchase for May 4th. Got another Speed Champion set. This is the Lotus, right? Yeah, the Lotus. How do you say that? Avija? I don't know. This is pretty cool, though. I like the green color scheme and everything. I'm really starting to get into cars, or I have been getting into cars over the last few years, and I really want to learn how to pronounce a lot of these names, because I know there's some really hardcore car enthusiasts out there, and I don't want to, rub them the wrong way or insult them, because they're very passionate about cars and everything. And even though we're building Lego, I still want to, pay respect to those vehicles and the long histories of all these companies and everything. So I do want to learn. Next up, this is a little basic creator taxi, nothing crazy. It's not minifig scale, so you can't get a minifig in there or anything. And then now we got some GWPs. This one, it's from 2021. I don't remember what this was a gift with purchase for. It's in that standard, very basic yellow box. I'll have to look this up, but it's a little amusement park ride. Oh, was this? I think this was a gift with purchase with the roller coaster, the first roller coaster that came out for way back in the day. I could be wrong. I got to do some research on that. I know this one was a gift with purchase with the Coliseum. This is awesome with the two horses here and everything. We still have the Coliseum. We knew as soon as we got it, we know we're still moving around with the military. We're not going to have time to even think about building this one. So I know Joanna's pretty hyped to build that set. I told her, I was like, I'd like to build this. If I can build this, then the Coliseum is all yours. Up next, we got the little taxi here, or what do they call it? The vintage taxi. Yeah, vintage taxi, GWP. This was a gift with purchase with one of the modulars. I want to say this was a gift with purchase with the Boutique Hotel a couple years back. It should be 2022. Yeah, 2022, I think, was Boutique Hotel for that. And then we have another fun little set here. This is an older set. It's a little pirate with a shark. It's from 2015. I don't remember the history or the lineage behind this set, but it was actually a gift, and it's really cool. I'm actually going to keep it sealed in box because I just think it looks great. I think it actually slides out. Does it? Oh, it's still taped. It's still sealed, so I don't want to ruin the seal, but I think it looks really cool. And then the last set that we have here is from the Lego Batman movie. This is the Justice League Anniversary Party, and there's a couple pretty awesome minifigs that you get here in this set. You get our only version ever of Wonder Dog. So they have made a Crypto the Superdog minifig. They did make an Ace the Bat Hound. And here is how you get Wonder Dog. You also get Hawkgirl and El Dorado. They're both exclusive to this set. Superman is not exclusive, but this version of Green Arrow is exclusive as well. So this set, I remember I got it on clearance or a significant discount. This was probably the least popular set from the crazy line of sets that we got for the Lego Batman movie, but yeah, had to have that one for the collection. But that was a great choice. That was a fun box right there. And now we're going to move on to the next comment, and it's coming from Wayne. He says, "Hello, Mr. Slapshot, longtime watcher, first-time caller. My wife and I's 35th wedding anniversary is coming up, so could you open box 35 or box 90, as we were married in 1990. Keep up the great videos." Thank you so much, Wayne, dude. You're hilarious. I think we're going to go with box 90. Oh, yeah, we got to open box 90. You guys will see why in just a minute. But I also want to congratulate Wayne, you and your lovely wife on 35 years of marriage. That is incredible. So congratulations to you both.
So I've actually been dying for someone to choose box number 90 because this box has got me worried. It's been crushed, and I'm genuinely very concerned for the integrity of the Lego sets inside. So Wayne, thank you so much.
All right, here we go. Shaky box number 90. Oh man. Hopefully whatever is inside here isn't completely destroyed, but clearly this box has seen much better days. Definitely got crunched in a few of the moving trucks, but that's all right. We did pack everything very well, so I do have faith that everything inside will be okay. And it actually, oh, perfect! I literally was just talking about this set. Holy smokes, that is great timing. We just opened up Cad Bane's Justifier a couple minutes ago, and now we've got the Bad Batch Shuttle. Oh man, what a cool set. I feel like this set was very underrated. People did not give it the appreciation that now it gets here in 2025, as I'm pretty sure this set is well over $200, but I can't wait to build it, man. You get Hunter Record Tech Echo Crosshair and the Gonk Droid, so you get the full Bad Batch with the exception of Omega, which is kind of like an honorary member as we went on with the show, of course, and then you get the Marauder as well as the 2 speeder bikes. I mean, man, this is just... it's so good. You know what? I actually wouldn't be upset if they gave us a UCS Marauder. That'd be pretty cool if they gave us, you know, the best versions of the Bad Batch minifigures that they could. However, on the flip side, if this is literally all we get, if we never see the Bad Batch ever again in Lego form, then that'll be okay as well also, because we got a couple pretty cool sets, and when it comes to Star Wars, there's a lot going on. The focus is not the Bad Batch anymore, so that could be it. All right, next up, we got a Technic set here, the McLaren Senna GTR. I know my sister-in-law, Isabel, she built this, and she said she really enjoyed it. She likes this mid-size Technic vehicles, so I actually was on the fence with this one. I did not pick it up right away, and then shortly before it retired, I decided to grab it just because Isabel said that it was a fantastic build. I think I still have the some kind of Barnes & Noble sticker on the bottom there. Barnes & Noble, they come through because you get that bonus 10%, which they do not exclude Lego from, or at least last time I was there, they do not exclude your 10% Barnes & Noble discount from Lego, which is great. Next up, we have a set that was heavily discounted last week, and I believe was selling out left and right. I think the lowest we found it was for $27 on Target. We've got the beautiful Pixar Up House. This is a set I feel like they could re-release it in a bigger form, a Disney-like modular, if you could. You know, give us a lot more balloons, give us a full interior, closed off back, you know, more minifigs. Would love to see Kevin as a minifig. That would be awesome. But still, nonetheless, still a great set as it is. Just, you know, a bigger upscaled one would be kind of cool. Ha, upscaled. All right, next up from the Botanical Collection, we've got the Bonsai Tree. Joanna was really fired up for the Botanical Collection when they first started dropping sets, but I haven't heard her ask for any of them or express any interest in the newer ones. Maybe they just made too many and she just lost track and she's got plenty to build, but kind of interesting there. Next up, we got another Harry Potter set. This was the 4 Privet Drive, which I believe they've made a couple versions of. This is pretty cool, though. You get the flying car and all the minifigs and everything. You gotta have the owl. The loose parts that I'm sorting through, the person that I bought the bin from on Facebook Marketplace, they must have been a huge Harry Potter fan, because I have so many owls that I've been pulling out of all the parts as I'm going through them. Like, it can't be a coincidence. There's so many owls. The last set in this box is another beauty, and we did open up the Friends Apartment sets, or the Friends Apartments set in our last unboxing video, if I'm not mistaken. And here is the beautiful Central Perk, and this is awesome. You get the 6 main minifigs, of course, the 6 main characters, and as well as oh gosh, what is the guy's name from the Central Perk? I can't remember his name. It's escaping me. Gosh, that is gonna bug me, but it is awesome. I love all the details. I love how it's actually designed as the TV set. So I'm very much looking forward to building this, and it's really bugging me how I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to look it up because this is gonna drive me crazy, but we're gonna be opening up one more box here for today's video, and it's coming from another good friend of the channel, Tracy, aka Ray Pops. She commented this right after our first live stream. She said, "Great first live tonight. As a new Lego fan, because of you guys, I enjoyed all the information you shared. The box I want to see opened is 88 because 8 is my favorite number." Well, Tracy, I'm so excited and also very sorry that you're now into Lego and started collecting, because this can be a very expensive hobby. But yeah, let's go grab box 88 for you. His name is Gunther. I just remembered it as I was walking over to grab the box. Honestly, God, I did not look it up. His name is Gunther, and I am so sorry, because I know a lot of the Friends fans were probably screaming at me these last couple seconds, but whew, just had to dig through the files there. There's a lot of names up there, and I haven't seen Friends in probably like a year. So I definitely need to rewatch the show because now I'm really mad at myself that it took me a couple extra minutes to find it, but I did find box 88. So let's get this sliced open for Tracy. Tracy, truly appreciate you coming over, dropping this comment. I hope you enjoy the Lego hobby and of course the Lego community because it's a great product and we love everything about it. So looks like we have another epic box full of sets here to enjoy. So here we go. Starting with a beautiful one, we've got the Medieval Blacksmith. And even though this one retired last year, we still found it a couple places for about retail or just under. This is gonna look awesome in our medieval area when we get it set up with the Lego City. I don't know why I signaled to it like it exists. The city does not exist yet, even though in my mind it's existed for a while. Like I can literally see it, I can picture it, I know how it's going to look and everything. It's just gonna it's gonna take some years to get there, but got the Medieval Blacksmith and it is awesome. You also got the little husky in there, which we have a dog named Alex. He is our husky and he's the best. So any set with the husky I'm gonna buy. All right, next up we have, oh my gosh, that set is in there. Jeez. All right, before we get into that set, we've got a beautiful city set here. Just something unique, the City Harvester or the Harvester Transport here. It's just something that you don't get every day. You know, with city sets, they do a great job of, you know, dipping into different corners of industry, like with the construction sets. I love those. We also have the Arctic series. I love the Arctic sets. They dab a little bit with the jungle, which is great. But then sometimes they dabble a little bit in farm, and I think it's cool when they give us stuff like that because, you know, these are vehicles. You might see this driving by on the highway and you might not know what it is, but maybe if you've built the Lego set, you can go, hey, that's some form of harvester. I know what that vehicle does, or, you know, I know a little bit about that vehicle instead of seeing it just whiz by and know nothing about it. So, all right, next up, we've got a older speed champion here. This is the McLaren P1 6 wide. They just came out, well, not just came out, but the latest 1/8 Technic supercar was the McLaren P1. I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford that, but I will need that at some point in the future. Next up, we have the Bugatti Chiron. Very nice one. They also did a 1/8 scale Technic supercar version of this. I do happen to have the Bugatti, but the McLaren P1, man, the thing is beautiful, but so expensive. All right, next up, we have the Marvel Superheroes Spider-Man Final Battle, where you actually get all three different Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. I can't forget these names. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. You also got Doctor Strange and Ned and Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus and Electro. There was a lot of good minifigures in this set, and of course MJ. We are getting Spider-Man 4. It's rumored that Tom Holland is going to be getting another trilogy in the MCU, so that should be interesting. This set, unfortunately, I think outlived its demand, as this one has seen significant clearance and price reductions here in 2025. Next up, we only just got a few more sets here. For episode 9, we've got the beautiful little Jane Goodall tribute GWP. Sorry, I got my Janes mixed up. You also got the monkeys there, which is really nice. And then we have a larger city set. Oh man, I'm so excited to build this. This one was a hard one to find. This is the Airport Air Show, and I do want to build an airport here in our city. We will definitely have one. And I just like this because you got the two jets, but you also got the biplane as well. And I just thought there's a lot of variety and diversity amongst the aircraft here, which is awesome because that's what you typically see at an airport. There's multiple different types of aircraft. You have commercial, private, you may even have military or helicopters or, you know, other just stuff, you know, other vehicles and aircraft you don't see every day. So had to get this set. I think it's really awesome. And I want to upscale this build to, you know, work in and incorporate into a larger airport. We're going to be ending the video with this set right here, which I actually drove myself crazy trying to remember where it was because I need it for our Space series, as we just launched Space Episode 1. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go watch it, because we built up the beautiful Galaxy Explorer, and then we also did a second set where we did an alt build. And if you want to know the exact reasoning as to why we did that, well, you're just going to have to watch Space Episode 1. Space Episode 2 will be dropping sometime in August. I'm currently trying to acquire all the parts that I need for that second episode. But yeah, can't say enough good things about the Galaxy Explorer, and I have a bunch of copies here because I knew I wanted to do some fun, cool space content here on the channel. But that is everything inside box 88, but I got one more task for you guys today. If you guys would like to see a specific numbered box opened up in episode 10 of our unboxing series, make sure to choose from one of the remaining boxes that you see in front of you and leave it with your comment down below, and I may just pick it for episode 10.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it for episode 9 of the unboxing series. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Remember your 3 facts down in the comment section below. And as always, don't stop shooting until you score.